What are we doing? Reporting people on social media now?
Lass dich nicht unterkriegen, kämpfe dagegen an, sei stark.
Real magic is not reporting people on social media, snitching. I want to make you guys aware is that magie can be very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. I don't know where this wave of people have come from, but what I will say is this: magie is an applied science. It is a non-contact sport. It is creating changes in your life without you putting your hands in the cookie jar. Magie is creating changes in your world, in your environment, without you having to do anything physical. You have to be able to tell the difference, because there's a lot of people out here who want to pretend that they're spiritualists and they're not. What ends up usually happening to people?
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
See, one thing you have to understand is that when it comes to magic, you can't be messing around or playing with people that's really about that life. See, there's a lot of people that's down in the South that's been doing this shit for years. They didn't just wake up one day or read a couple of books for 2 or 3 years and then pop up on social media and say, oh, I'm this brujo, or I'm this alleged sorcerer, or this hoodoo practitioner. This comes from years and generations of experience. A lot of people today think that I can just read a book and, hey, I'm an authentic spiritualist. I'm that guy, or I'm that woman. And it doesn't work like that. You gotta have real life experience. See, one thing I love about people from the South and people from the Caribbean is that they understand that this is not a game. A lot of people think that, oh, you know, they can just pop up on social media and they can talk about gemstones and crystals, and this is when they find out. When they start getting on social media and create riffraffs with other spirituals that's really about that, that's when they begin to understand that this shit is real. I think we spoke a little bit prior to this interview. You said something about him looking sickly. You know, I wanted you to explain that. His temperament, him looking sickly. What do you mean about that? And what do you mean by something's fucking him up in the house?
So, like, I ain't really saying too much about myself, so I'm not gonna really try to say. I'm gonna say without saying why I know and how I know. But I'm gonna say this: like, no matter if I'm your friend, if I'm your partner, whatever, I'm always gonna want you to do your best, even if we just met. So the way he looked, even if you're humble, like even if you're E5, you're like a minimalist, like that's fine. You don't have to be flashy, but he didn't want to comb his hair. I'm like, let's get a haircut. Let's make you look sexy. Like, you see all these pops, like, why don't you look good? Like, he would not cut his hair. I mean, it just was like a mess. His skin, like his face, like he definitely needed some vitamin C under them eyes. Like, he just looked like he needed a full makeover. He needed like
repeat the eye. Okay, the eyes thing. What do you mean by the eyes? Explain it. Under his eyes.
They're like really. I mean, some people got real dark circles under their eyes, but they work a lot or whatever. Or it's hereditary, but his shit was like so bad, and he just even the quality of his skin. It just looked like he smoked cigarettes or something. He don't even smoke, so it's just like, or drink. He just looks like he parties every night. That's how his skin looks. That's how his face looks. He looks like he parties and he doesn't do drugs, but that's what his skin looks like. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it looks like.
Real. Now they find themselves with headaches. Now they find themselves getting sick. Now they find themselves in a world of shit that they never ever expected they would find themselves in. See, you gotta understand, you can't be playing with this shit. Because now, if you don't know what you're doing, it can turn around and backfire on you. See, there's a whole host of things that can come with his Maji shit. If you're just talking or you're just playing, you can get yourself hurt or you can get people hurt around you. And not only that, when you're doing work for people, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can make their life worse than it already is. So listen, people, be vigilant in your search for wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Don't be fooled. These spiritualists come by a dozen on a daily. Listen to the things that come out their mouth before you put your trust in the things you see with your 2 eyes.